Oh, so there's a bunch of lag still. Like I'm on Cormier and I'm seeing lag. I can only imagine that it's probably super bad on Shadowdale. So that's why we're not even gonna try. All right, so we're gonna pick up where we left off. So we were told to go and look at the university because they're buying the dead bodies, right? So this is the university chancellor, Anika von Dolchberg. She says, "You must be one of the mayor mentioned. I've been told you're trying to track down certain deliveries to the university, meaning the dead bodies. Mind you, most of the goods the university receives are quite mundane indeed. Books, chalk, food, coal. I assume you're not interested in those. Indeed, by the process of elimination, I can only deduce you must be interested in deliveries to the Revivification Institute." Okay, they actually have a part of the college that's dedicated to restoring dead bodies to life by revivifying them. This is a special research institute manned by Ludendorff University, leading technological minds. It's been authorized at the very highest levels and is dedicated to research, essentially safety and security of all Lamordia. That doesn't answer my question. What does the Revivification Institute actually do? We already know what it does. They're working on dead bodies. I'm afraid I'm not authorized to tell you. As I said, the Institute was authorized by the highest levels, higher than higher than the mayor. Mere university functionaries such as myself are not permitted to discuss it. So I don't know how we're supposed to help this person. How do I get information on deliveries to the Institute? I'm afraid I'm not an expert. You have to go to the loading dock at the university, and the foreman there can help you. Wow, was that person not helpful? I deal with enough of that sort of person in real life. I don't want to deal with that in a video game. Good Lord. I could tell you guys horror stories, but I'm sure everybody has their own. So we got a very sort of Eastern European bloc sense for this, the way that they structured this this area. I don't know what you guys think, but it has a much different vibe than the other Ravenloft content. So we picked up the quest. The tracker automatically shows us where the quest is, so we can just ride there. There's no quick travel to the quest that I've found. Special delivery. We're going to go investigate who at the university is buying these dead bodies. I'm going to go in on R1. This character, while I have decent gear, it's really not that tricked out. This tune only has 2 past lives, 1 racial and 1 epic. So, like, it's essentially basically a first life tune. This is the tune that I made for the Lantern event, which basically was like a pseudo hardcore. But the build is strong. So as soon as I walk into the college, the institute, I'm met by, like, toughs. All right, well, here's the foreman. We'll see what the foreman says. You got a delivery of dead bodies for me? Bro, no, that's somebody else. They're for the Institute Revivification Studies. Drop them off here. Bro, this is like Fallout. Basically, they were doing experiments on people in Fallout. In, like, the old games. Where can I find the director? I need to talk to the director. He'll be in his office. Only, you're not going back there. Institute is for Institute personnel only. And they mean it. See those boffos over there? They're there to make sure nobody gets in. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people just standing around. There's, like, literally nobody else here. So the foreman doesn't really like the people that he's working for. Bodies are being delivered to the revivification studies. He suggests you find the institute director and talk to him. I walked too close to these dudes and now I'm in combat with them. So we're already off to a bad start. But like they kind of had a bad posture as soon as I walked in. They were acting all tough anyway. So it's not a surprise. And meanwhile, the foreman didn't even do anything. Troggy Trog, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, okay. So these are like constructs that we can avoid. I should be able to kill these things reasonably quick, though. Oh, wow. That hurt, bro. They have a bazillion hit points. And they do a ton of damage. My damage is so bad. This one had 75,000 hit points. I don't know how you could sneak by them, though. I guess you wait for them to not be looking. You can walk by them, right? It's going well. So yesterday I streamed, and I thought I was going to stream, like, earlier in the day, but there's just way too many other streamers. So I'm going to basically try to find like a period of time when there aren't like 15 other streamers so I can actually get an audience, right? Because especially if Stream Tom is back and he's going to be streaming every day, between him, Voodoo, and Axel and the other people, there's just not going to be anybody around, right? So I think I have to stream later in the day. I'm not going to stream too late, but I think now 7 o'clock is pretty good. Actually, probably realistically, I should probably make it even later. But yeah, I just don't want it to go too long because I don't want to be streaming past midnight. But we'll see. Most of the audience that I put together in the past was at night anyway, so that's fine. These things do so much damage. I'm just so disgusted by how much damage everything is doing. It's ridiculous. No reason to kill them, especially if it's gonna take me an hour, right? Like... It's pretty good. Oh, look at that. What? These chemical pools do so much damage. Look at all that damage. 300, 300. It's insane. That is the Institute Restricted Construct Creation Lab. God, I don't want to go in there. I'll wake up 19 constructs and it'll take me 4 days to kill them. Okay, we found a shrine. Oh, the shrine has Gremshkas. See, I don't want to actually fight these things. I like these things. These things are cute. I have a pet Grimshka, but it's not as cute as my little Archon with a little wizard hat, so... So we have to watch out for what's on the ground, basically. So, I'm in the basement, but I'm looking for, like, the person who runs this. So I'm, like, in the wrong part of the school. This looks like the dead body storage. You were able to farm all the pets from the monster manual before transferring. That's really cool. I think I have most of them. I'm probably missing one or two, but at one point in time, like, I thought that I had them all. I'd have to look. I think the rarest pet that I have is the rock. I think, and that's because, like, I don't think they've sold it. I think it was just basically Cordovan who gave it away, but I don't have it on this server. I only have it on my main server. But if they enable transfers to Cormyr at some point in the future from the other 64-bit servers, which I hope they do, right? I hope they don't just turn Cormyr transfers off the server on. Like, it would be nice if they let people go between all the different 64s. Then I could actually move somebody who has it onto this server, and then I'd have it on this server. I need to do that too with the mounts. Like, on Shadowdale, I have all my characters, and, like, I've got a bunch of mounts that I won in gold rolls, and I don't think I have them over here. Actually, I've got the stallion right there, but I don't think I have the nightmare on this server. So I have, like, the gold dice version. I have like 6 of them, but they're not something I can give away. Otherwise, I would give them away to you guys, but they're bound to account. So I just have to move them between my accounts. So if they ever do like 64s to 64, then I will actually be able to, like, move them and get them all on the other servers. But I really only care about Shadowdale and Cormyr. I do have Moonsea set up if I ever want to play there, but like I've said a couple times, I haven't been able to get anything on Thrain. Whoever locked my names down on Thrain, like, they have to be a hater because they're buried. I haven't heard from anybody. It doesn't matter though, you know, whatever. Haters gonna hate, right? Did I get the key? I did get the key. This thing has 300,000 hit points, bro. I'm doing... Look at how pathetic the damage is for the Warlock. 200, 48, 200, 100... And he's hitting me for 300, like 230, 344. I hit him for 1500, but, like, he's killing me faster than I'm killing him. It's just the Warlock damage is so god-awful. That's the only bad thing about playing this. The Monk thrower damage was so good. There's something wrong, too. Like, my, my Hireling isn't doing anything, so I'm not quite sure what's going on in this room. My Monk, though, just does so much damage, like hundreds of thousands of damage. This thing would already be dead, but the problem is the Monk is a little bit squishy. Like, I don't have the healing that I have on this character on the Monk, so it's a little bit more of a glass cannon, but usually stuff is dead before I even need to worry about it. This character, though, is, like, super strong, but I just kind of wish the damage was a little higher because it's It's not really fun knowing that like a monster like this with 300,000 hit points is going to take me, you know, like 10 minutes to kill it. I am not like min-max though. Like I said, this character's only got 2 lives. I'm using my epic strike is not a very good epic strike. So I could, you know, there are things I could do to make this better, but honestly, going through this content on R1, I think it should be doable, like with everything that I have. So do I want to go south or north? Let's, since I'm already here. It says that this door was locked. I just found the key. I'm hoping that this is leading to the office of the person who runs this school, so I can find out why they're obsessed with taking over, like, the dead body market. We always go left on my screen. That was south west, so that was left. Those doors look suspicious. And this is a really big place here. Okay, there's another shrine. This does not look good. Okay, there's a bunch of brains in jars. What are these people doing, man? They're putting brains in jars? So they're making like Frankensteins? So the zombies have no brains. And there's Abby Normal. That's cool. They actually did the joke from Young Frankenstein. That's pretty good. Really good. That movie is awesome. This is the director's office. Okay, we want to be here. From the Dr. Fleischmidt, director of the Institute for Revivification, to Dr. Victor Mordheim. My pleasure to inform you we have finished installing the operating tables and electrical pylons. The construction of the creation laboratory is now completely functional. With our greatly increased capacity, we'll be able to provide Lamortia's fishing fleet with labor indefinitely. I'm assuming he's talking about undead laborers, right? Basically making a slave army of zombies. Assuming, of course, that we continue to be provided with a steady supply of fresh corpses. This is essential, as servitors will not last long in difficult working conditions at sea. I wouldn't think so. That's disgusting. It's my pleasure to serve. Let me know if you have any questions. I have a lot of questions. That fireplace, though, that has some vibe to it. I really hope that they give us player housing. Look, they even have artwork we could hang up on the wall. They let us make pictures of our own character and hang them on the wall. That would be really cool. Oh, there's a lever. Okay. So, nothing to see here. Another note. Confidential. My lord, it is my difficult duty to report upon the committee's findings as feared. Spring this year brought no definite break in the weather. The only trivial increase in temperature and a minor diminution of snowfall. It's a really weirdly written sentence. My dyslexia can't really handle that. Lamortia is enveloped in a constant Arctic weather. We really don't need a confidential note to tell us the obvious, though. All evidence indicates it will remain so indefinitely. Okay, you could have just wrote like a sentence that said that. Our resources are dwindling. Most trees inside the city limits have been felled for firewood, and the hardiest crops, only the hardiest crops can be grown. We're now dependent entirely on the coal mined from the southern mountains for fuel, and on the catch from our fishing fleet for food. The fishing fleet, in turn, now relies almost exclusively on the servitors, the undead labor, right? The committee recommends that you take any action necessary to secure a constant supply of servitors. That is from the Dr. Gustav Wolberger, chairman of the Meteorological Committee. So they're all really worried, and they think that the way to save themselves is to make an undead slave army. Yeah, okay, seems about right. So why am I here to stop it then? It says destroy all the equipment. Like, if I do that, I'm basically killing everybody in this area. Because they need these undead laborers in order to fish the food. Otherwise, they're all going to starve. This is the creation lab. You can't budge this door no matter how much you tried. Let's see what it says. I have engaged the electrical controlled deadbolt to seal the door so that I can complete testing without interruptions. If you absolutely must speak to me, power up the servo mechanism overrides to disengage the bolt. Director Fleischmidt. Of course, we have to pull a lever and then pull another lever. All right, let's go pull the levers. And of course, there's lackeys. There's always lackeys, right? You know, if I have one criticism about DDO as a whole, I'm constantly shocked by the volume of people just standing around in hallways. It's like completely unrealistic. There we go. Okay. Get myself healed up. All right, so... Oh my god. So I have to pull this lever in this room here, and I'm getting attacked. Okay, I'm getting attacked. Crazy. Base that on what they see at work. I don't know, maybe. I mean, you know, I went to college, I worked corporate. I never saw just like a dozen or a half a dozen people standing in a hallway. But if you go and do like this quest that I'm in now, if you do the, what are those, slavers? That whole line of slavers, every door you open, you just open it and there's like 20 people just standing there. Like, it's like a Comic-Con or something. I don't know. It's just unrealistic. If you do, like, if you were to open a module, read an old module, you come across, like, maybe, a few elves or a few, you know, goblins or something like that, but 20? Am I gonna die if I turn this on? Oh, I saw something. Okay, so do I actually have to do, is this a puzzle? So in order for me to get to this dude, I really have to do this crazy puzzle? Or is this unnecessary? Oh God, look at this. Oh boy. Well, this puzzle looks a little bit better, and maybe this puzzle will help the other puzzle. I don't see any, like, red or anything that looks like it'll blow up if I do it wrong. So let's just try to light all four of these. Again, this is a completely blind playthrough. I have no idea. I've never done this quest. So you may not even need to do this part. Like, I just might be wasting my time, but I don't think so. All right, so that side is... Okay, that's done. That's not going to work, though, right? That goes there. That goes there. That fixes that. And then um okay, I can do that. Okay, that looks good. All right, we don't want that because we need to have this coming in that way, right? So that's wrong. So we definitely need to have that though. All right, so that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm assuming that'll light that, right? So I just need to basically light that one. Okay, I heard a bell. I'm hoping that... Okay, there's that. That's good. Is there a lever? I think I was just in here, right? Let's see what this note says. A note from Dr. Fleischmidt. That's the dude we're trying to get in that locked room. He's the director. He's the one who's been tasked with making all the zombies to save the city that we're supposed to go kill, which I guess somehow we're gonna learn why. Hopefully we learn that we can do that and save the city. Terminate the trials with the undead immediately. Proceed with the construction plans. Our tests show that normal undead cannot be molded into reliable workers. Zombies deteriorate too quickly. Skeletons are too fragile. Ghouls too savage. Vampires, as well as our undead consultant, have shown that they are too arrogant and vain to be of much use. I wonder what their consultant is. Maybe it's one of those ghost things. Uh-oh. Vampire. Yes, vampire. Well, if that vampire will stay still, I'll hit him with my Arcane Storm. There we go. Oof. They all hit me for like 300 damage, 350. Like they're just doing a lot. That has a lot to do with my craptacular guild. I'm not guild, my armor class. I have guild buffs is what I was thinking about. Maybe I could go, maybe I need to renew guild buffs, but I have them already. Yeah, my crappy armor class, my crappy PRR, it's 110. That's why I take so much damage when things hit me. And we have, or Death Smile, we have every guild buff, so. Getting all the bonuses I can possibly get without TRing. Which I don't really want to do. I have my main, right? Like, I did TR this character once and got an epic and a racial. But I'm not really in the mood to do more of that. The feat I took is Colors of the Queen, and then I got one drow past life as a racial. Hey, we got... So the solar gems, they're dropping a lot. That's good. And then I got these bleak alternators. So we need to get as many of those as we can get. I think that's an optional room too, probably, right? So I'm guessing we need to go south. So let's see if we can get through that door yet, or if I have to do that weird puzzle that I was in the other room. All right, so it looks like I do definitely have to do that puzzle. I think this is just a shrine. Actually, that must be a secret door, right? Well, Matilda, good to see you. Ooh. The little Grimshkas. Darling's getting obliterated by them. The solar slots are a premium. I don't know who would ever use it for skills. Yeah, I don't know, man. I was kind of upset that the gear here doesn't have a set bonus, you know? Like, I don't really feel like hunting gems, augments, especially because that augment system, it's not like they have free in and out. You still have to do the jeweler kit to move those around, and jeweler kits are so expensive. It's, you know, it's insane. I think 10 jeweler kits cost 999 points normally, right? So that's like, I got more of these bleak resistors. So I have it actually in my Discord. I have a chart that shows like the cash breakdown for all the different things, but it's actually really easy. It's almost equivalent cash for GDO points. So if it's 999, it's probably around $9, $10, something like that. A good, you know, round it up to say it's 10 US dollars. That is a lot of money to buy 10 opportunities to move gems around, especially if you do it wrong, right? Like it's $1 every gem you're going to move around. And that's if you buy the 10 of them. If you just buy one, I think they're like $3 a piece. So super expensive. I complain about that all the time. I won't right now, but it is definitely something that I think that they need to do for the jeweler kits and basically all the stuff that allows us to move around our components for our builds. They need to make them like they did with the Big B's hands and drop the price that they charge by 95%, exactly like what they did with the Big B's hands. Now Big B's hands are super, super cheap, and that's great because now people will probably start using them. All right, so I have to follow the line, but how much time do I have? I don't think that I have a lot of time. So it goes here to here, to there, to here. To there. To there, right? That it? Did I get it? No? All right, I got it. I almost lost it, but we got it. All right, there we go. That's not it. I'm sorry, I got lost. Oh, south. Okay. Let's go, darling. Give you a heal. Okay. You spot the Institute director working on an array of equipment designed to create multiple constructs at once. He immediately rushes to attack. What? Bro, he said in the note, if you need to talk to me, open the locks. I just opened the locks. I don't even have an opportunity to say, I want to talk to you. You can't be allowed to hinder this project, he cries. There's too much at stake. Okay. Yes, I know what's at stake. I understand what's at stake. The survival of Lamortia and whatever the town is called, and all the people in it. Because these dead bodies are what you're using to get food and probably to mine the coal that's warming all the houses. Although they didn't actually say that. They just said basically all the zombies are fishing. But the salt water is just eating them up, so they just are going through them. That's really disgusting, by the way. I mean, fishing boats are already smelly, and then you've got, like, you know, rotting zombies on there, too. And probably doesn't do much for the fish, right? Like, it'd be hard to sell fresh fish after it was manhandled by, you know, rotting, dying zombies. These people in this area, Lamortia, these guys are down bad. This is not... We need to get out of here, man. Like, if I were just playing, I'd really be asking that. Like, what are we doing here? Are we saving the village? Because we should just probably go. You have to question the weird things that are in that temple that run this sort of like quasi material plane. Like, why do they keep it so... I'm sure maybe that's part of the lore that I just don't know about Lamortia, but... It was very easy to understand being in Barovia, where it was controlled by Strahd. Strahd made all the rules, and he had his own little, like, intrigues with the people there, and the woman that he fell in love with, and the sun sword, and all that stuff. The hags who were, you know, basically baking people into pies and stuff. Like, all that was really easy to understand. I'm not quite sure what these weird creatures who run this plane are up to. It's a little different than Vecna, where we knew he was just sort of like a lich, right? Who wanted to be in control like a god. I think he actually achieved that, right? I'm not brushed up on my Vecna lore, but I think he actually did achieve godhood, right? There is that raid where you go into the temple and you fight the people who caused the mist. I'm wondering if that lore touches on like what's going on here at all. All right, so we got to destroy equipment. I did not get anything. I got some bleak insulators. I'm not sure if this is a loot chest, but I just want to reiterate. I've got all of the VIP buffs, so I've got the extra. I think it was +1. I think it's +2 for loot, and I'm running a elixir of discovery right now, which is supposed to boost the chance to get loot. I literally have not looted one thing yet. Now, granted, this is only the 3rd or 4th quest, but I've also run around in the Slayer Zone. I just haven't seen anything, so I don't know. If they said that the percentage for getting loot is more than it was, it doesn't seem like it's any better than it was. Oh, I have to destroy this stuff, right? There we go. All right, you've shut down the laboratory. Yet to stop this morbid scene completely, you need to confront Victor Mordheim herself. Victra. I haven't heard that name before. Time to go contact the authorities and tell them what's going on. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it's the same as Mythdraenor. Mythdraenor, I haven't really... I played through the content like twice and then I stopped. I got no loot. I mean, I did loot a couple of rings, but nothing really that I would go out of my way. I know the loot is actually really good if you can get it. But I just don't have the time. Like, I work, I'm writing a book, I read a lot. I have family, I'm working out. I'm trying to like take care of my health, and you know, there's just like 9 million other things to do. I can't be farming gear for an expansion that's going to be replaced by the next expansion anyway, right? Like, so imagine if I did farm all that Mythdraenor loot and spent however many, whatever it is, 1,000 hours. This is not to say it's not, do it if that's what you want to do. It's just I haven't had the time to do it. And then we have this expansion, I would have to do it again. So I lost interest in that. If I really wanted to do that, I'd go back to Star Wars The Old Republic and grind out like the high-end gear doing nightmare bosses. And, you know, get myself all the blasted out gear in that game. But I don't really have the... I certainly used to do that. There could come a time where I want to do that here, but I liked the rarity that we got with Isle of Dread. Like, I didn't see anything wrong with that. So, or any of the other Feywild, Saltmarsh, like, I thought that was a really good balance. It wasn't immediate, but, you know, you could farm and get stuff. We all know, like, anybody who's looked for the part of the family set from Sharn, trying to get that neck piece, I mean, that's not on the ultra rare list. That's just the old. That was super hard to get. So, like, it used to be pretty difficult to get some pieces of gear. Now it just seems like I just don't have it in me. If I were Elon Musk and I could pay somebody to play for me and do that, yeah, sure, yeah, go for it. Get me all the great loot, but no. I don't do it in Diablo 4 either. I play Diablo 4 every season. I do Path of Exile too. Like, I'm going to be playing that. Like, I don't really care about like the Uber stuff. I'll take it. But, you know, let me see if I understand you. This is the mayor. The deadmongers, those people, they kill people so they can collect the corpses. Then the corpses are delivered to the Institute, so the Institute can make them into these zombies, and then the zombies can go fishing for us. Yeah, I don't understand why the deadmongers, if they're here, if they're trying to protect the town by keeping everyone alive, right? Because it's a very weird arc that doesn't make sense. Like, because you've got all these people who live in the town who basically are stuck freezing to death. So they have to mine coal and they need to fish because that's the only food that they can get because now all the crops are frozen, right? So I guess they dug up all the corpses and now they're just killing off random people too to help out the zombies. Why don't they just hire live fishermen? I don't get it. Oh my God, this is quite disturbing. It is very disturbing, yes. Fortunately, a perfect opportunity to alert the higher authorities presented itself. It seems you've been invited to meet the Baron. Baron von Albrecher. The Baron often puts little receptions at his castle. So this dude's throwing up. Everyone in the town is starving and eating zombie-tainted fish, freezing to death with tiny little things of coal. And this dude's throwing a party. So he's got to be behind some of it, right? Like, you can tell him about the corpses. His messengers are right over there. Petra. Okay, we'll go talk to Petra. I'm not digging these people at all. They're all weirdos, man. This lady looks normal. My master sends you greetings. You've made quite an impression. I don't know how. I've just basically shut down your school and your zombie production facility. I don't know who's going to go fishing now because I just killed all the zombies. I also killed all the people who were gathering the zombies. So, like, basically I killed everybody in the whole town and she's telling me that she's impressed. I'm here on behalf of the Baron. He's eager to meet the brave, brash newcomer to these lands, so he invites you. That's very old school D&D, right? The way that that's written. Like the innkeeper, you go there and he tells you he has a job for you to help him protect the farm from the zombies that attack overnight. It's not a common thing that happened a lot in those old modules. I don't think for a moment about changing your attire. You look suitably exotic. Where is the party? Right to it. The reception is being held at Schloss Albrecher, a castle, the ancestral home of the Baron. A boat has been dispatched to get you. Go down to the harbor. You're going to take a craft across. Alrighty. Going to a party. I mean, I don't really care. If everybody's going to starve and I can go party with this dude, yeah, I guess. Objectively, my character's usually like neutral or chaotic neutral. I actually probably wouldn't care. I would say that's a shame. And then enjoy the party. I don't like snow, chat. I like summertime. I don't mind winter, but I don't really like snow. I think it's pretty when it's falling, but I don't like dealing with it at all. And in New England, every year there's people who just drop dead while they're shoveling snow. So I think it's dangerous too. I just don't like it. I've slipped and fallen on ice too, like the black ice that you can't see. It's pretty scary. So we're going to a party. You take the boat to Schloss Albrecher, the ancestral castle of Lemortia's ruler Baron von Albrecher, who wants to meet you and has invited you to a reception at his house. You arrive under the pretext of attending the reception. You're not actually here to mingle. Instead, you plan to tell the Baron that the citizens of Lemortia are being killed and created into a zombie army. Perhaps we can enlist his help. Bro, this dude is definitely in on it. He's throwing a party while everyone's freezing to death and starving. We're in the grand ball. Your senses are overwhelmed with sights, sounds, smells, opulent reception. The Baron himself is nowhere to be seen. You'll need to find someone close to him to gain an audience. They haven't seen the Baron for ages. Well, what if the Baron is a zombie too now? Optional is read notes. Gain an audience with the Baron. Gangsters are killing the slum dwellers. Good riddance. Oh, we took care of the gangsters. This dude is a folklorist. Okay, he's gonna lore drop us right here, right? Not a fan of these newfangled gadgets. Give me ghosts, werewolves, and vampires. Those are the things that make a good story. All right, that dude's just a weirdo. Ah, newcomer. Have you heard any folk tales? There are so many. The Fox Wife, or Redhead the Werewhale. I want to see Redhead the Werewhale. That would be super interesting. Or the tale of the mouse, the bird, and the sausage. Dude, that sounds dirty. How about a shrine that grants wishes? That's just down the road. All right, let's tell me about the shrine that grants wishes. The folklore says that there's a magic shrine far up the Sleeping Beast Mountains. In the Sleeping Beast Mountains. Okay, I think we were up in the Sleeping Beast Mountains. I think that was where I found those caves. Your fondest wish will be granted. Although he's just telling us a fairy tale, so maybe that's not actually what's there. Of course, it's not that simple. Leading to the shrines is filled with dangers, not to mention strange visions. And if your wish is granted, the dark powers of the shrine demand a price. There's always a price to be paid. Why do you know so much? My brother and I collect stories, I'm assuming. Them, right? We're compiling, stories. Compiling comprehensive collection of Lemortia's lore. They're lore seekers. We go from town to town, writing down every ghost story, bawdy anecdote, absurd fairy tale we can find. Many people think we're mad. I definitely think you're mad. But we view it as a preserving Lemortia's beloved legends. All right, I'm done talking to this dude. But I guess he was part of the quest. Legend tells of a shrine up in the mountains. All right, we were there. We were there. Yes, we're there. We need to finish the saga in order to do that. This is the mine owner. I guarantee you he's using zombies too. He hasn't heard. I haven't heard from the mine in days. I'm growing concerned. Dude, they're probably all dead. Dr. Mordheim has taken quite an interest in the mine due to the rare ores. Oh yeah, definitely. These dudes, they're all dead. They're partying right now. They're definitely all dead. This is an unkempt guest. Most of the guests are dressed to the nines, but this woman is in a lab coat, goggles, and sticks out like a sore thumb. Probably not any more than I stick out because I'm still wearing my adventure gear, right? Like, look at me. I'm dressed like a death knight. I've got glowing eyes and I'm floating. If I saw me at a party, I would run. I also have a sword. She stands far away from the others, eyeing them with a clinical disdain. That's because I think she wants to turn them all into zombies. Okay, she has an appointment. So do we. We're gonna follow her. Dude. Which way do we go? Chat, we always go left. Found a note. To all the staff, you are not to call attention to the Baron's absence. If you're asked where the Baron is, simply say that he will be making a toast later in the evening and that he's very pleased to welcome the guests to his house. Okay. Is that him? Just gonna open this door just randomly. There's somebody with my name. Mary, Claire, George, and John. We're gonna talk to our mirror. She looks a lot more normal. Actually, can't talk to her. What are these two on about? I'm quite fascinated with the strange state. Vampires are outmoded. They're a thing of the past. New science reveals that much more interesting subjects than vampires. What about Percy? Do you mind I'm reading? Okay, dude. I don't like to be bothered when I'm reading either, so I gotcha. Don't mind me. Just calling my rogue buddy to check these walls. I'm not gonna bother you guys. I'm just looking for a secret door. This is always a good spot, right, darling? Fireplace, but I'm not seeing anything. Alright, we're gonna leave these people. Have fun. You think that's the dude? That looks like he should be on a dollar bill. I cannot open that door. Alright, I am going to hide my rogue friend right there for a while. So this is a dead end. There's nothing here unless there's like a secret door over here. You see anything? No. So there was nothing in the room. They were just basically talking. That woman that we followed disappeared. My friend of mine tried keeping a Gremshka as a pet. At the end of 2 weeks, she had dozens of them. I'm jealous. Okay, there's no way to get through that door. The table is practically overflowing with food. Even while Lamortia teeters on the edge of starvation, the Baron is clearly sparing no expense. That's what I was saying, man. This is definitely weird. Like, I wouldn't even trust that this is actual, like, people. This is probably, like, townsfolk. Right? It's like Soylent Green. So I mean, this is like Ravenloft. That's what they were doing there. He has a vault in his house. I'm not sure what to make of that yet, but I want to read this note. This is a memorandum to the staff. The Baron is eager to host his receptions, which he believes will improve the morale among Lamortia's elite. This is imperative, however, that our guests not learn of the tension between the Baron and Dr. Mordheim. nor can they be made aware of the full extent of the food shortage. It's even worse now, man. Like, I just killed a bunch of people who were fishing for your food. We must present a flawless facade. I'm not sure that they would write that on a note, but I'm not going to try to go in that door yet. We're going to talk to the person who's running this. What are you doing here? Enjoy the party. That's it. Okay. Can I come back here and... Can I go in this door? No. Okay. What's this person all about? Cora. This is preposterous. What? I didn't come here to enjoy the party, though the wine is delicious, if I do say so. Recently, I was able to procure some documents that implicate the Baron in unsavory business practice. Okay, so she's somebody we definitely want to talk to. The Baron is a reasonable man, so I intended to approach him with these documents to get an explanation before deciding. She's so dead, she's going to wind up a zombie. Now, picture my surprise when I arrive here and this nosy guard confiscates the documents at the door. I'm sure the whole situation will be resolved easily when I meet the Baron, but that stubborn vault keeper won't give me the documents back for the meeting. Okay, I'll talk to the vault keeper for you. Dude, I need those documents. Okay, the vault keeper says that nobody can go into the remove things from the vault. Only the Baron's servants. Oddly, he made no mention of the Baron himself. In any case, you'll have to convince him to give you the documents or find a more clandestine way. Well, I don't have my magic necklace on this server that gives me a super high from doing the mimic event. I don't have it over here. So we're going to try to bluff our way probably. I think I do bluff. Yeah, I have 108 bluff, so there's greater heroism. Just make sure that I have everything on. I might as well buff up again. I think 112 is as high as I can get it. Is that going to be enough? Me bluffing him? Oh, I forgot to mention earlier, the Baron personally asked me to bring these documents to him. And we succeeded. I rolled an 11 plus 112. Why didn't you say so? Okay, we got the documents. So does this lady want them now? Yes, we got them. Okay, so we helped that lady out, but is she now going to get us in just to meet the Baron? No. So that little side quest went pretty well. Is that like a lock panel? Don't mind, darling. Just gonna take a look. Okay, yeah, there's nothing there. Let's see what Sasha's on about. What am I to do now? What are you talking about? Schloss Albrecher has many rare and exciting magical artifacts in the Baron's private archive. As a connoisseur, like basically thief, I'm determined to see them during my visit. So this person's basically a rogue, right? Yet I attempted to enter the archive just now, and a gaggle of hairless cats pounced on me. At first I found this strange. I've never known my good friend the Baron to keep pets, and I realized these must be Grimshas, and I don't want to be anywhere near those creatures when the inevitable happens. What are you talking about? Inevitable what? Grimshas react violently to magic, right? And I'm sure you can guess such reactions can be rather difficult to handle when they're surrounded by magical artifacts. Okay, so the caterwaulering creatures could explode at any moment. So we need to basically go in there and clear out the Grimshas so they don't blow up the building. Okay, you got a deal. You clear out the Grimshkas, and I'll pull some strings, and they'll get us a meeting with the Baron. It gave me a key to this door. Okay, and there they are. Oh, we got a Reaper. I don't want to get hit by one of those magic circles. Oh, look at that. They keep going invisible. Or maybe they just keep spawning. I think maybe that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, it looks like new ones are spawning in. I think they're cute. Sorry, little Grimishka. Okay, darling, I've got a job for you. We see loot. We see secret loot. Yeah, I'm just checking everything out in here. She doesn't see the... I don't understand it. How? I'm not thinking Darling's a very good rogue. She doesn't see a lot of stuff. Like, I can see that behind this wall is a chest. Maybe I have to go at it from a different way. All right, I'm gonna leave her in here. All right, they're all gone. It went well. They're gone. Okay, splendid. I was able to arrange an audience with the Baron. You should be able to speak to him in his office on the east side. Okay. All right, there is a way. Do I have any of those on me? No, I don't have any bells. It says the door is locked, but she's not even trying. I don't know, man. I don't want to waste too much time. It's too bad, too, because, like, she should be able to, if she can pick this lock, open that. I don't have any bells to try it. Unfortunately. Alright, that's where we came in, so this has to be the door here, right? No? We're supposed to go east. Oh god, what's going on here? The Dungeon Master. Welcome to Schloss Arprecker. I'm honored to have so many Lamortia's eminent citizens with us tonight. I apologize that I'm not there to greet you in person. Regrettably, I must attend to some vital affairs of state. However, you mustn't let my absence inhibit you. Eat, drink, make merry. The prophets of doom will tell you that these are troubled times, but with the brilliant minds and courageous souls assembled here, I cannot help but feel Lamortia's future must be warm and bright. So let us lift our voices up and our glasses and toast. So is he like a hologram or something? Or that's just a voice? He's not even here. These people look really cool. That's some really good aura on these outfits. Like, they need to give us these outfits, man. They need to start making some of these outfits available to us. I think they gave us this hat. But that's really cool. This one looks cool too. So they did a good job with this artwork. All right, that door did not open. It said east, so I'll go back over this way and see what is over here. This is where I came in. And there's nothing here, right? This is the entrance, so... we'll check up here. All right, there we go. We'll say the second one. Okay, so I said they're making people into zombies. What's that? That's very concerning. Please gather round. We should discuss these matters in detail. Quite right to bring this to my attention. There's nothing to worry about. Everything is well in hand, you see. I'm the one who asked Dr. Mordheim to build the servitor zombies in the first place. Surely you can see that. Yeah, I kind of did see that when I was suspecting that you were serving everyone here, neighbors. The servitors are essential to manning the fishing fleet, but I already killed them all. Without the fleet, Lamorty would starve. That's going to happen. So if you must die to provide the servitors, this saves lives. Surely you can see that. I must admit, it's not the sort of thing the masses would understand. This dude is just weird. I think he must be benefiting from it in some other way, though. It's a bunch of dead bodies. Welcome to another part of my home. A part most guests will never see. This is where I keep things Dr. Mordheim sends me. Experiments, they're useful. Security. You'll provide a splendid test of their capabilities. All right. Dude is trying to kill us. We came here looking for help, and we're already making friends. Let's see what this note says. Darling is just gonna get herself killed. Alright, this note. Memorandum confidential staff. Baron has ordered us to hire investigators to look into Dr. Mordheim's activities. In particular, he needs more information about the woman called Elise. Elise is the woman who's been Karlaked. She's the one that we've been seeing the scrolls all around that she talked about having her heart ripped out and replaced with machinery. So she's like part construct now. As well as Dr. Mordheim took a shrine in the Sleeping Beast Mountains shortly before the recent inclement weather began. Alright, so that's a lot right there. So something happened. Information about the woman Elise, as well as a trip Dr. Mordheim took to a shrine. We were at that shrine in the Sleeping Beast Mountains shortly before the recent inclement weather began. So, did Dr. Mordheim make some bargain with the dark powers that basically thrust this world into an icy hell? The staff are reminded that Dr. Mordheim cannot be allowed to know an investigation is underway. All right, well. I think we should probably just go back up to the party and have some of that wine that that lady was talking about. Right? My Mirror Mary was telling ghost stories up there. Oh God, look at this place. It's huge. All right, so let's go. So I can't go anywhere from there. I have to go this way. That's a giant. We read about the giants. Oh, that's actually an Etten. Oh, that's so great. They added Ettins. Is it one head or two? He's got two. Two heads. That's awesome. Another classic D&D monster added to TDO. We love it. Holy crap. Bro. What the actual F? He hit me for like 1,500 damage. I gotta get a different epic strike. It's so bad. See if I can actually, like, since he's not moving a lot. Alright, we're gonna throw some heals on Darling since Darling is helping us. So the Minion Enchanter Warlock that I play, Darling will get all of my, like, bonuses, right? So you can see, but Darling has my mantle. It's got all the augments, all the extra stuff. That's the stuff from this right here, Enlightened Spirit. But you can see, it really doesn't make a huge deal. Like, it might increase her DPS by, like, 5% or something like that. It's just really not super impressive, even though it looks impressive. Like, it's still, the DPS is super, super low. This thing had 421,000 experience, not experience, hit points. What the? It's just so many hit points. It's a golem too, so it's not even like a living. I don't even think I have much beyond my actual damage that can hurt it, because it's a construct, right? Let's do another magic storm on it. The artwork for it's really cool though. It would be really cool if I could get the displacement to last like forever. I always forget to put it on me, but that's like a huge part of keeping me alive. Because with the displacement on, I can actually just basically stand next to him. It says escape with an exclamation point. Uh-oh. Do we escape out this door? No. Oh, I do. But do I see lines? Okay, I do. It's another one of those puzzles. So the puzzle starts here, right? But it's not connected to anything. So let's see what happens. So we just go here. Okay. I'm just gonna follow the front of the thing. Did we get it? We did. Okay. Excellent. Don't imagine you can escape. My castle is staffed by very capable guards, and these caverns are full of other things. Okay, here's a note. If Dr. Mordheim is reluctant to provide her expertise to the Baron for the fishing fleet or the personal issues, then the Baron has authorized the following responses. First, remind Dr. Mordheim that she's dependent on the Baron's generosity for equipment and supplies. She needs to conduct her experiments. And second, tell Dr. Mordheim that while the general public is unaware of Dr. Mordheim's role in the current weather, the Baron has learned of the bargain she made and will not hesitate to make the information known. So he's basically blackmailing her. He's blackmailing her, but it's done. This Baron dude is dumb because he's blackmailing someone who made a pact with the dark powers that run this land. So what makes them think that they're going to keep this dude? Especially if he's rich and crazy. They could just take over. So like, and I'm basically killing everything here. So like, I'm probably going to make it that he is replaced or killed or something. I mean, look at this. He's got like a whole bunch of people under here. Slaves or zombies or people I wonder if these people were at the party and now they're basically prisoner down here. Can you find anything? Can we... This is probably really stupid, but I'm gonna try it since I've never done this before. No, I can't even get in there. Okay. So I have no idea how to get into these magical prisons. Don't mind me, Baron. We're just basically killing everybody that you have in your basement. The way is blocked by an electrical barrier similar to the ones that are holding the experiments. Disable this barrier will likely disable all of the other barriers, releasing who knows what, but there's no other way out. And it's likely you'll be coming back. It's not likely you'll be coming back here. Alright, so it's a one-way ticket, right? It's like the end of the abyss. We're breathing the liquid fluid, oxygenated hydrochloric, what was it? Oxygenated hydrocarbon? Fluorocarbon? I forget, it's been a while since I saw that movie. We're going down in the suit to dismantle the nuke. I know some interesting lore about the Abyss. Ed Harris did not actually breathe fluid for that film, but the rat did. So the rat, when the rat is put in there, I forget the name of the rat, that actually is legit. Like, it's breathing that fluorocarbon emulsion or whatever the hell it was. But that movie came out a long time ago, and I haven't heard anything about it, so I'm not sure if they've done any... I haven't, like, kept up with that lore, but... You'd think, like, they'd have 20 or 30 years to sort of perfect that if that were the thing, and people would be doing it all over the place. That's strange. There's a door here. It's exactly what I was thinking. You can't seem to find a way to open it. For now, you'll have to content yourself imagining what lies beyond it. No, I'm not going to imagine what lies beyond it. I'm trying to escape. We're trying to get out of here. I don't want to be here. This dude's nuts. First of all, I think he's eating the people in the city. And then he's helping that other person turn them into zombies. And he's blackmailing the person turning them into zombies. Alright, so we can't get there that way. I haven't been here yet. Oh, more people. And a puzzle. Alright, we're at the right spot. You think about this, if this were reality, like, rather than making a key to open a door, you make a puzzle that, like, look at the size of everyone. You know, if that dude's like 5'10", that's as big as this block, right? It's insane how big these puzzles are. Terrible security too, because it's really easy to do them. I do see some sparks flying off of that puzzle though, so I'm assuming that if I hit the sparks, it's gonna explode, right? I just don't want to accidentally kill. So it looks like we have to light that right there. Oh, I hit the wrong damn button. Oh, and I need to turn that. Here we go. And I need to turn that too. There we go. Oh, All right, so this is a little trickier than I thought. So we like that one. We don't want that. Okay. I don't think I needed to do that, but whatever. That we cannot have. So we need to have... How are we supposed to do that? That's interesting. Because if we do that... All right, let's read the note. To redirect power, the power crystal corresponding to the region needing power, and then pull the admin lever. Do not power all three of these crystals. Okay, so I was trying to do that. This will cause the power to short out. In case of full loss of power, any barriers will automatically switch to backup power. However, this will only last for 30 minutes. I hope that's not a real 30 minutes. And then the active barriers will fail. Make sure any maintenance on the power is done while the power is off. Crazy Curse, good to see you. All right, so well, we like doing left first, so we'll do the left side. So I've got these two left. There we go. So does that mean that I can open this now? I don't understand what that means though. Like, we powered it up, so now I'm looking for a lever. Okay, I see a lever. A different combination. All right. That's not gonna work either, right? Yeah, okay, I think I get it. I think I understand what they're doing. So we don't care at all about the middle one. We want that. Unless I'm wrong. Okay, I was wrong, but we're gonna try pulling this anyway. So how do we keep that one on? Is there another lever? It said don't light all three at once. Yet, in order to pull that lever and have it work, you have to have all three lit at once. Am I misunderstanding? All right, we were in here, we did this puzzle. That's where I came from, upstairs. We read that note. Okay, that's a dead end. I don't see any other levers. It's what I'm sort of looking for to make sure I didn't miss a lever. But I didn't see a lever. So it looks like everything that we need to do is self-contained in that room. But it tells me in the note not to light all three. Maybe I check up here. I don't know if I checked up here. Okay, that's the door that I'm supposed to hallucinate what's behind it. No. Dude. What do you guys think? Am I on the right Because if I make it so that all three light up, but I don't even know if I can. Unless there's something I'm missing. Right? Like, in order for me to get all of them lit, I have to actually power these crazy ones, right? Can I even do that, though? I don't think I can even do that. Can I move this? Oh, we can. Uh-oh. I didn't know you could move that one. Well, this looks like it should get it. There we go. Now escape. Oh, because we're going to get attacked by these things, right? So do I escape out that door that I was stuck at? We're going to try that. Or do I escape via the way I came in? It just says escape exclamation point. It doesn't say, it doesn't let me go there. So I can go back the way I came. Or I can go down here. We'll go down there. Sorry, this is my first time, so like I'm just trying to figure out exactly where to go. I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah, I haven't been here yet. I don't know where you think you're going. There isn't anywhere in Lamordia where you can hide. You will pay for your meddling. This is now, it sounds like Scooby-Doo. Oh, we just got out. That's cool. I've got 2 chests. I'm wondering if it's because I did something extra. See if I get any loot. Alright, first chest. Keep in mind, I still have my Elixir of Discovery on. I've got nothing. Second chest. More. Nothing. I did get crafting mats, and I got a gem. And I got a rare. That's decent. You know, getting rare filigrees is always nice, but I still have yet to see any gear from this expansion. Normally, the first week an expansion is out, like the loot drops really freely. I haven't seen it where it's like this, what's a good word? Stingy before. Like usually the first time going through a zone when the X pack drops, you know, stuff would be dropping a lot. All right, so we need to get back to the city hall. I just have it on the map. If you can see that little hack that I did to see it. It's easy. You just highlight it on the map and it'll show up. It'd be nice if it would do that automatically, you know, if you could have that set somewhere, but you actually have to do it yourself. That's not it? That zombie was supposed to be on a fishing trip. Why is he here? I don't think I'm at the right building, yet it looks like the right building. All right, so what if we go... Hopefully there's nobody hanging out in the fire escape. Can I get up there? Yes. Alright, I just need to... I'm gonna jump and, like, do my Misty. Ah, oh, didn't work. You want to bet that I'm trapped in here now? The physics of the snow on that roof, like, literally, the minute I touch it, I slide. So you can't even get like my feet onto that ledge in front of me. It's so dumb. All right. So we're gonna see, did they fix the teleport yet? I don't think they did. We'll try it. Teleporting to Lamordia. Oh, they fixed it. Excellent. All right, let's go. Petra. You returned. Of course it's unexpected. They were trying to turn me into pate. I was led to believe I wouldn't see you again. Absent other instructions, I'll give you the offer I was authorized to make if you prove to be difficult. Take this from the Baron and leave forever. Yeah, I mean, believe me, I absolutely would do that in a heartbeat. I would just leave.
Where are you going? Hunting for gold that is flowing. Somewhere in the cold world here there is no knowing. Hey la, oh la la la. We love there's standing stone, let's make camp. We love games, let's make camp and play more games. Hey la, oh la la. We love games, there's a standing stone, let's make camp. We love games, let's make camp and play more games. Hey la, oh la la. We love games. Where are you going? There's no knowing what magic awaits, what evil is growing. Hey la, oh la la. We love games. There's a standing stone, let's make camp with our oh la la. Hunting no crypts is folly. Just play games and be jolly. Magical treasures hide in the dark, so rest and embark. We love games. There's a standing stone, let's make camp. We love games. Let's make camp and play more. There's a standing stone, let's make camp. We love games. Let's make